Hello friend, welcome back. As you all know that how this IT industry is changing so fast now and AI is there. So everybody is like going very fast. Everything is running very fast. And it is impacting a lot our testing jobs, developers jobs and everywhere. And in fact, like of course, because of all these things happening, the first things comes in mind that will we lose our job, like testing manual testers, will they lose their job? So everybody is scaling up and then learning new things. So if like now everybody has to know about automation and everybody wants to learn about automation testing, so what we all are doing is like practicing, because practice is the main thing. So here we have something for everyone, for every testers or anyone, like those who want to learn about automation, those who want to move towards automation. So to do the practice, all the scenarios, scaling up their automation skills, we have this practice page here on SelectorsHub website. Here if you click on this practice page, it will open this page. This particular page has all the scenarios, all the real complex scenarios related to UI automation, which will help you to learn each and everything about UI automation, web automation. So I will highly recommend everyone to practice on this page. Try to automate this particular page, try to write XPath on this page for each and every element. Trust me, like if you are able to automate this page, you are having a very good knowledge, and you will be able to crack any interview respect to UI automation or web automation, XPath and selectors as well. So which all scenarios like this page has covered every complex scenarios which you can think of, from the shadow DOM, iframe, complex iframe, cross origin iframe, single iframe, iframe inside shadow DOM, dynamic drop down, calendar drop down, table, SVG elements, dynamic element, disable input elements, and a lot more. Model types, different kinds of alert pop-up, file pop-up, these all things has been covered. And which all scenarios has been covered, you can just, if you scroll down, we have mentioned all the scenarios which have been covered in this page. And this page is not like anything new, it has been there for years now. And pretty much every trainer and every practitioner, those who have been using in past, now they might be lead or managers, because this has been there for years, I guess 3 or 4 years, more than 4 years now. And everybody is, and this is very mature page which has been there. So it is never going to be down, or never, it was never down. So whenever, wherever is required, you can practice. In fact, interviewer also use this page for to take the interview. So if I show you some of the scenarios, like which all scenarios this page used to cover, like if you open SelectorsHub, you just move around your mouse here, you will see that this is SVG element, this element is disable element if you inspect this element. So all these things you will be able to learn from SelectorsHub about such kind of elements, you see that. And then if you see that this is the select drop down, if you go down, little down, you will see canvas element, you will see here this shadow DOM element. Here are if you click to practice iframe inside shadow DOM scenario, so if you click on this page will open here. So you can see that these are the elements which are inside shadow DOM, and then there will be elements which are inside iframe and then shadow DOM. So this element is inside iframe and that iframe is inside shadow DOM. So all these complex scenario you will be able to practice on this particular practice page. The URL of this practice page is selectorshub.com xpath dash practice page. Initially we created this page just to practice XPath, but later on we realized that we can have it on, like we can add more and more scenarios. And in fact, like community has given a lot of amazing feedback to add more and more scenarios, so we have added them. Like these elements, this sounds like very simple login scenarios, but trust me, this is a very complex elements, each and every one of them. This one, like for an example, let me show you this first one. So here id is there, you can write the XPath relative to like with using ID, but this ID for this particular element is dynamic. Like you cannot use this XPath in your automation script. If you will use that, that will get changed. Like if I show you, like SelectorsHub Pro version has this feature to test the dynamic stability of particular XPath. So if you click on this, you will realize that this is not matching. Now you see that 0 element, because now if you inspect this element, you will see that ID value is shub 62, earlier it was shub 82. So this is dynamic. Like company field, if you inspect this, the XPath for this particular field, like company name, if you try, this will be very complex. It gives very small XPath, but when you will try by yourself, you will realize that this is very big XPath you might end up writing. So these all scenarios in this page, every single scenario, like these elements, XPath, CSS selector, then trying to enter the value, trying to enter value in this particular field. If you inspect this element here, if you open this see alert input box is disabled, enable to enter the value. So you have to click on this and then this get enabled, and now if you inspect this element, you will be able to enter the value in this, you see. So these are the complex scenarios, really complex scenarios here. These kind of like drop downs, then this is select drop down, then this is a pick date. Here you can see the date field. These all elements, every single element here is some or other kind of scenarios having inside it. This is shadow DOM, this is iframe inside shadow DOM. Then here you can click to practice multiple iframe scenarios. Like if you open SelectorsHub here, try to inspect element, so you see single iframe, then you see multiple iframe, 3 iframe. So try to inspect and try to like automate these scenarios. You will have a really real-time challenges, as well as you will learn about them. Then in fact, like these scenarios you might not able to get anywhere else. We have added all of them here. These are the model boxes, how this you can automate this window alert pop-up. If you can automate them, you can handle them or not. So those things you will be able to learn. You see that click to practice here, shadow DOM inside iframe scenario. This is another great scenario here. So you see that here, if you open SelectorsHub, now try to inspect this element. So you see that this element is inside iframe and that iframe is inside shadow DOM. So those scenarios also you will be able to learn from here. So these complex scenarios, you see that element is inside iframe and that is inside two shadow DOM. The element is inside two nested shadow DOM and that two nested shadow DOM are inside iframe. So these kind of really complex scenario you will be able to learn and able to automate. So if you will be able to automate these scenarios, you will be like really good in automation. You will get a real confidence that yes, you can automate any complex scenarios if you will be able to automate this page, all this, each and everything here. So do consider checking each and every field here on this page. You will learn a lot and you will be able to automate and learn everything. We haven't created any GitHub page for, with the automation code for this particular page. I will recommend all of you to create a GitHub framework or any like you can create a project there on GitHub to automate this page, and you can submit and share with us as well as you can share it with the community that you have automated all the scenarios for this particular page, so others can also practice if they get stuck anywhere, as well as in future for your reference you can refer that particular project. So, and also like if you get any scenarios which is not in this particular page, do let us know, because this is the time where everybody is looking to learn automation testing or automated testing, and everyone wants to upskill, because the way market is going, everyone has to upskill. Just with the help of manual testing or normal testing, not anybody can be able to survive. So yes, it is really high time to learn new things, practice new things, and scale up. So do practice on this page, share it with others, let others know that this page exists and they can learn all about it, all the scenarios related to UI automation, and practice yourself. I hope you will find this particular page a very useful. The URL is SelectorsHub.com XPath test practice page. I will also put this link on the description so you can check it out, and this is always available on SelectorsHub website. Here you can find the practice page. Okay, thank you so much. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also check out these awesome informative videos and keep watching more videos on SelectorsHub channel. Thank you.